Hello, good evening. This is the fans' village at Ali Pali for the William Hill World Darts Championship, the greatest and biggest darts tournament in the world. I'm Dan Dawson. This is On The Wire. Chris Murphy, my colleague, joins me for this evening.
Good evening, Dan.
Chris, we're going to cover what happened last night because Ali Pali was shooketh by the departure of one of the favourites for the title. World number 3, Peter Snakebite Wright, dumped out in his very first game by Tony Alcinas, the Spanish number 2. It looked like Peter Wright having dressed. I mean, look at this Christmas Santa outfit thing. And yet Tony Alcinas is the one receiving all the gifts last night because he's through to the third round, held his nerve well, even though Snakebite was coming back at him.
He did, but it wasn't just his outfit that he changed, was it, Peter Wright? New darts again, and he finally said that that might be a bit of a problem. He's going to stick with these ones. Not sure if they're the right ones for him, but it's about time that Peter Wright stuck with a set of darts, because he's not consistent at the moment, and it's not that big of a shock. Well, not that big of a shock, but still a shock. And Peter Wright, early exits this year and last year. He's going to tumble down the world rankings as a result. We also saw Luke Humphries. He won his first game. Fantastic display. Paul Lim, though, a lot of people here last night were here to see Paul Lim, the Singapore slinger. Some Paul Lim fans there, but unfortunately they won't be seeing him because Ross Smith, very impressive after 5 years away from Ali Pali. It was, because it was all about Paul Lim, and he kind of just went under the radar, got on with his job, professional performance, and through to the next round. Look at him. Look at him. It makes me sad watching him depart the tournament. We did have another match as well. Darius Labanauskas, right? The Lithuanian number 1. We said here yesterday that he would be dangerous. The first set, he didn't look it, but the 3 sets after that, he certainly did. Yep. And he looks like a Battenberg. He certainly does, but he's going to play Raymond van Barneveld tonight. We're going to talk about that one later on, but the way he played yesterday, he could cause Barney some problems. He really could. Now, we'll get to tonight's action in a moment. Darius Labanauskas is among the players taking on the 5-time world champion Raymond van Barneveld, but because it was such an absolute roaring success yesterday, we're going to play it again. Murph, get out the way. Have we got somebody who wants to play the greatest game? Do we have to play it again? Yeah, we have to play it again. MC Richard North and Max Hip Hop. Do you want to come play? Come play. Up you come. Right. Welcome to On The Wire. What's your name?
My name is Glenn.
Where are you from, Glenn?
I'm from Ireland.
Ah, so who are you here to see tonight?
Van Voort and Barney.
Barney on me! Barney on me! Barney on me! You'll hear that a lot over the course of tonight. Plenty of Raymond van Barneveld fans in. Right. This game is called Max Hip Hop. All right? We have got MC Richard North, one of the players at the William Hill World Championship, rapping about another player in the tournament. You have to guess who he's rapping about. Here we go. Max Hip Hop.
Fake records. My dog is bigger than Max.
This guy's fired out end of a gun. His record in the BDO is second to none. He's from Merseyside, he's cheeky little scamp. He's twice a world masters and an ex-world champ.
Good.
Max.
Now, I realise that we've got somebody who English isn't your first language, and we've got Richard North who talks like somebody who English is not his first language. And he's rapping as well. All right, I'm going to go through that. This guy is fired at the end of a gun. His record in the BDO is second to none. He's from Merseyside. He's a cheeky little scamp. He's twice a world master and an ex-world champ. Who are you going to go for? Who is he rapping about? Any help?
Any help? Bunting. Steve Bunting.
Stephen Bunting. The bullet Stephen Bunting. He says Bunting. What's the answer, MC Northy?
Fake records. My dog is bigger than
Max. Stephen Bunting. Max.
What an excellent feature that is, and highly produced, I think you'll all agree. Congratulations, my man. There is your T-shirt. We have, thank you, I will have a nice day. You have a nice day. Although, will it be a nice day for the Dutch fans? Because Raymond van Barneveld and Vincent van der Voort have tricky games. We're going to get to that in just a moment. Now, we're here in the Fans Village at the William Hill World Championship. People are having a bet over there. You can go and win T-shirts over there. You got the food, you got the drinks. There's also, just over here, is the William Hill Anthony Joshua Experience. I'm not sure what that is. I think basically you put a VR headset on and then somebody hits you in the face with a hammer just so you get the experience of fighting AJ. But I haven't done it yet, so we got somebody who knows what they're talking about. Emma Jones from William Hill went to show you around.
We're here in the Fans Village at Ali Pali for the William Hill World Dart Championship 2019. I'm surrounded by the Colonel and his chicken. Guys, give us a cheer! There's loads of it. Thanks, guys. There's loads of incredible fancy dress here. If you haven't come tonight, you definitely need to get here. And for the first time ever, we have the AJ Experience. It's a virtual reality game. Follow me inside. Oh, what you can see here is, I mean, I'm not sure what he's come as, but this guy currently feels like he's fighting AJ. How's that going for you, mate?
All right.
He's doing all right. He's doing all right against AJ. Not many people can say that, can they? So you've got the VR here, and over here we have a punch bag, which I'm not even going to attempt. If you haven't got here tonight, please make sure you get here over the Christmas period. It is incredible. The atmosphere is amazing. If you are here, any photos that you post, use the hashtag WHDarts. It's the William Hill World Dart Championship 2019.
She's absolutely shattered there. I like the big interview. Was how are you getting on? All right. That was good. Now, how will Raymond van Barneveld get on tonight, Murph?
Well, as we said earlier, Labanauskas played well last night and he could cause him problems. Barney is under a lot of pressure this year. It could be his last World Championship. Announced his retirement. Now, he wants next year to be his last World Championship, but it might not pan out like that.
If things go wrong for Barney, there is a genuine chance that this could be the last time you ever see him at a World Championship. When he announced his impending retirement just a month ago, we at the Dart Show went to sit down and have a chat with him. Here's what he had to say.
Tops he wants.
And he gets it! Barneveld is the champion of the world!
World Dart champion!
Double 10. Michael van Gerwen may be the world champion, but tonight Raymond van Barneveld is the premier player in world darts.
The news is that next year it's going to be my 35th year of playing darts at the highest level, and it's going to be my last year. So 2019, the end of 2019, the World Championship of 2020 will be my final. Yeah.
What has led you to this decision?
I noticed in myself that I can't keep up with that anymore. I know what I can do on the biggest level, but it's not happening for the last 3-4 years. Apart from winning the World Cup with Michael 2 times, you know, for the last years. But I'm not winning tournaments anymore. Why? I don't know. But a lot of things happened in my private life. The robbery in my house on Sylvia, some troubles with the kids, always away from home, no time to spend with my grandkids, always away when they have their birthday or be born or whatever. I'm 51 years old, so when I retire I will be 52, 53. And I'm really looking forward to spend some time apart from the darts and doing nice things with the family and live my life like I want to do, you know. I'm always away every weekend, and even now I notice that my body is not 100% anymore. I try to focus every single week, but I'm playing less and less because the pressure, the illness I have, you know, the traveling, dealing with losing matches all the single time, every time spend time on your bed and thinking, what did just happen, you know, you don't know. There's no explanation for it anymore, simply than saying everyone is playing so good.
For a brilliant 11 darter and the title, Grand Slam champion!
I'm a winner, that's what I do, I lift trophies. And I can't do it anymore. I feel maybe there is still 1 or 2 titles in me, and hopefully a world title, that would be amazing. But I can't do this every week, and I can't go to a tournament like I'm just a part of the tournament, you know, losing first or second or third rounds all the time. I think I'm too good for that, and I don't want to be that my careers fizzle out, you know. I want to be in charge of my career, and that's why I'm going to announce this now.
Raymond van Barneveld!
My feeling tells me that or I'm not good enough anymore, or I can't handle this because I don't have the motivation and the drive and the fitness, the energy to do them all.
But the big ones,
yeah,
particularly the World Championship,
yeah.
We've got another crack at it this year and then one more for 2020.
Yep, that's it.
Do you believe, Ray,
I absolutely do,
that you could be a world champion for a 6th time?
I believe that. Yeah. I can't tell you why. If you ever told me so many years ago when I lifted the trophy against Phil Taylor, that brilliant game 7-6, and he ever told me straight after that match, Ray, this will become your last World Championship, I would have said, you're a fool. I will win it many more times, you know. But we saw in the last years Gary Anderson on this fantastic level, we saw Phil still back, we saw Michael, Adrian Lewis. They're phenomenal players, and not only those players, everyone can be a world title, but it's here. You have to believe, and if you believe, my grandmother always says you can achieve anything you want, and I still believe I can do this, but not for many more years.
The most famous Dutch darting superstar of them all, the doyen of Dutch darts, has done it again.
Raymond van Barneveld. Will this be his last World Championship appearance? Will he go on and win the title? He's got to get past Darius Labanauskas. Let's have a look what we got coming up tonight. So Barney will be the last game on against the Lithuanian #1, Lucky D. Go. Come on. There we go. There we go. Last game on, Barney versus Darius Labanauskas. But the Dutch fans are in. They want to see Vincent van der Voort to kick things off. Had a great performance against Dave Chisnell first round last year. Lawrence Ilagan, this guy won the Asia Tour. He is a very, very dangerous player. Oh, what are we doing here? 9-dart finish for the session. We'll come back to that in a minute. Lawrence Ilagan, Vincent van der Voort. That could be an upset, couldn't it?
Maybe that was some kind of message from above and we're going to get a 9-darter in that match. Vincent van der Voort is a very, very capable player, but it's about whether his back holds up. He has terrible injury problems. Ilagan, if Vincent's not fully fit, could spring a shock.
Wayne Jones, the veteran, back at Ali Pali. He's had a time away from the full tour, let alone this particular tournament. Devon Peterson, we saw him last year, didn't play to his capability, but confidently predicted last year that he would carry on getting better and win this within 4 or 5 years. That would be a Leicester City-style shock if that happens, wouldn't it?
That'd be like Notts County winning the Premier League, Dan, rather than Leicester City.
All right.
But Devon will be dancing onto the stage. I think he'll be wandering off it with his tail between his legs. Wayne Jones, for me, is in much stronger form than Peterson.
Right, we could see history made, not just Raymond van Barneveld in action, obviously, but Anastasia Dobromoslova. She has played here before 10 years ago. She could become the first woman to win at the William Hill World Championship in its history, in a quarter of a century. She's got to get past the debutant Ryan Joyce. Can she do it, Chris?
It's possible. Lisa Ashton showed us what is possible for a female player in that first set against Jan Dekker when she really had him on the run, but Dekker found his feet and beat Lisa. Anna has a chance, but I'm actually more excited about seeing Ryan Joyce on a 150 finish, because if he leaves it, he will go for 3 bullseyes, mark my words.
He will do. He does that every single time. And then the big one, Barney Labanauskas for a spot in the last 32, where it could be Raymond van Barneveld versus Adrian Lewis. That section of the draw is absolutely stacked. Is Barney going to go on a magical run, Chris?
It would be the Rocky Balboa theme for Raymond van Barneveld, wouldn't it? He loves that kind of thing, walks out to the eye of the tiger, and it's all set up that he might have to beat Lewis, then Van Gerwen, and who knows who else he might have to beat to win the title. But if he doesn't, he might not be back next year.
Yeah, quite. Now, remember Phil Taylor in his last year announced his retirement, went and won the match play when people were not giving him a hope. He had to beat all these top players, including Barney. Maybe Barney's going to do what the Power did in the big one. Let's have a look at some odds. I think you already gave us a little subliminal glimpse. There we go. 9-dart finish for the session, 14-1. There's a load of people here. They reckon there's one man who's more capable than anybody else of doing it tonight.
Well, there's one man who's done it a couple of times before on the Ali Pally stage. Raymond van Barneveld, the most likely player to do it tonight. It would be a fairy tale beginning to his retirement tour.
And finally, we haven't seen a 170 in this tournament yet. I saw a 167 checkout from Peter Wright last night. Went out of the tournament. 170 in the entire session. Look, any of these guys could hit that, couldn't they?
Well, they're all capable. We know that. Again, Barney might be the most likely, but forget the 170. Let's see the 150 on 3 bulls.
Fair enough. Murphy wants to see the 150 on 3 bullseyes. Ryan Joyce might well produce against Anastasia Dobromoslova. Enjoy tonight. Vincent van der Voort kicking things off against Lawrence Largan. It will be wrapped up by the 5-time world champion Raymond van Barneveld tonight.